प्यारे सत्संग जी, प्यार से कहिए सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम से बोल सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय। आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय। सो टुडे इज 31/8/2020. So I am here before all the Hansas of Cosmos, Paramahansas of Nijdam, and Satji, Satpurushji of Nijdam. I bow my head before Satpurushji for his benediction, love and grace, and to make me as a mic of their Surati, which will prevail in this cosmos as well as in Amaralok. So please listen properly with due care and concentration. So today's topic is how to ignite Surti for permanent salvation. How to ignite Surti for permanent salvation. That is permanent. How to attain permanent salvation. How to attain permanent salvation. So for this, today I may make it clear to all of you that everything in this universe is moving under certain directions, and the supreme power in these three loks, so far as governing is concerned, in these three loks there is Kalnaranjan, and in Amarlok there is Satpurush, Parampurush. Amarlok itself is Satpurush. So these are the two personalities working at their own level. But the most important of these two is Satguru. Satguru is behind the limits of mind and mind. This Venam who is sitting before you is free from mind and mind. And if you want to reach to your destination, that is real home, Satlok, you will have to make total surrender. You have to let go your E from ego. Go is good, but E is very dangerous. It is the most important thing to note that E has to be abolished from your inner self. It is the biggest problem. This E has created a gulf between these three loks and Amarlok. Otherwise, there is no difference. They are as a one unit. It itself is a segment of Amarlok. It is no way separate. But in this, Satpurush has spread this black matter. It has been set aside because of this black matter. Otherwise, there is no separation of Satlok and these three loks. The moment this black matter is removed, the whole unit of cosmos will be a segment of Amarlok. So the difference is only because of this black matter. So total surrender before your Sadguru is the key to success. Without surrendering, without going without letting go your ego and have complete trust and faith, till then, nobody is a disciple of anybody. This all is going on as if nothing is changing in the world. All human beings are working, doing in the same. Everyone says that we have a guru or satguru, but no change is there in anyone. Change is needed. Just as a child grows from boy he attains adulthood, change is there. From adolescent he attains maturity, and from maturity attains old age. So everything changes. A fruit tree first flower, then it turns into a little unit of fruit and starts developing inwardly to outward. Everything develops inwardly and moves outward. But in the case of human beings, this is not happening. Nobody is taking any interest in their inner self. So far as spiritualism is concerned, rest is doing, putting water into the body, okay, putting food into the body, putting fruit into the body, putting milk into the body. He is putting all these things inside the body. But so far as spiritualism is concerned, he is doing everything outwardly. Mere pretension. It is nothing more than pretension. So why to surrender or submitting oneself to Sadguru, Paramahansa? Why it is so? What is the reason behind it? Because the Chetan Surati of Satpurush is with him. Satpurush has put that Chetan Surati into his Surati. And he possesses concentrated Surati, which is in union with Super Soul. There is a sea of seas, endless ocean of Amarlok, limitless, endless, boundaryless, and a river is flowing to this dam. Satguru is a dam, and there is a continuous flow of that water from Satlok to these through looks into the body of Satguru. It is a fact. Whatsoever I say, that takes place. Whatsoever I say, but I am very cautious while saying anything. I am totally linked with Satpurush. I don't say anything from mind, from Maya. Whatsoever I say, it is from my Surati. I am totally Surati, well within the body. Mind is gone, Maya is gone. But still body is with me, which is speaking to you all. And without that body, oh, I will be in a position to speak to you. That is why a Satguru is very important. Satpurush never takes birth. He makes Sant Satgurus Paramhans but he never take birth himself. Nirankar Bhagavan, he incarnates, but Satpurush never incarnates. He has nothing to do with incarnation. He wants that his Hansas who are there on this planet, they should be liberated permanently and they should come back to Amarlok Satlok and live happily. As I mentioned in Gita, there is no religion, there is no caste, there is no creed, there is no high, no low, no bungalows, no cars, nothing of this sort. You possess yourself. You yourself is a Hansa, a combination of Surti and Nirti. You are a combination of Surti and Nirti. Complete Hansa, full of energy. Everything lies in the Hansa. He is a complete in itself. He doesn't require anything else. So, no fight, no army, no law, nothing of these sorts, because Hansa is already well educated itself. It is Surti, consciousness, concentration. Have eyes all around, have legs all around, have hands all around, have Sunti concentration all around, can perform work within twinkling of an eye, possesses Vyangam Char, can move anywhere with the help of it. That speed is thousand and thousand times greater than the speed of sunlight. I used to go from this earth to Satlok within half an hour time. Going and coming within half an hour. It is such a tremendous speed which takes you, because you are provided the light of 16 suns. That energy enhances the energy of Hansa. Because you have to cross Mahasun, and Mahasun is very, very important. It is not an ordinary thing that you will say that that is a very, very important gradient of this universe. Mahasun comprises 7 looks. There are 7 looks. From top to bottom. At the top, there is a Sajlok. Number 1 is known as Sajlok, from top to bottom. That is in the descending order. At the first place, at the top, is Sajlok. And at number 2, there is a Vani Shabad. And those who concentrate on voice of 70 dhuns, Swang Shabad is the word which they pronounce within, and they concentrate on sounds of various instruments. There is a gang sound of gang, twinkling sound of bells, tabla, sarangi, all sort of instruments that are there on this planet are the outcome of that Sabad law. Some people say it is universal. No, it is not universal. They too have to destroy. With the annihilation of these three laws, that also get destroyed. But that has been established by Satpurush. Even Narankar God can't visit Sabadalo, but you on the planet can go there and live there. Each log is so big that so many thousands of earths can be accommodated in one log, that in Sahaj log. In the same way, Vani log or Sabad log. Then there is third, Ichha log. Then there is fourth, Ankar log. Then there is Mool Surti log. This Mool Surti word is also established with the Surti of Atma. This Mool Surti of Atma acts as a Chit of Hansa. It remembers each and every thing which occurs to Surti at any time, at any moment. So, Mool Surti, as I go to Nijdam, this body doesn't go to me. I come back from Nijdam, this body does. So it is Mool Surti which gives me the whole information that you are in Nijdam, you have come from Nijdam, no, you are in the body. It is the function of Mool Surti. Then there is a Swang log, just like a word of Narankar, there is a Swang, Shabad. And they listen to these sounds of mind and Maya, which are going on simultaneously in every second. They never stop. This is a resonance of mind and Maya. They come with equal frequency and then the gong is generated. They come in equal frequency and gong is generated. This Anad Nad is a continuous process in your Trakuti. Continuous process. It goes up to Agya Chakra. Even in Agya Chakra you can listen to these sounds. From Bhamar Gufa, Trakuti and reaches to Agya Chakra. Even while concentrating in Agya Chakra, you can listen to these sounds. I have listened in Agya Chakra. So, please, these loks too exist. Swang lok, then there is Achint lok. Achint lok, while going from these three loks, is the first, and topmost is Saj lok. While coming from Amar lok to this cosmos, then it is the first from the top, and Achint lok is first from bottom to top. So these are 7 loks. You can visit even those, and when you become a saint, you can visit them. I have visited them before going to Amarlok. And while having that very body, you can stop at any moment you like. You can move at any moment you like. Completely, everything is under your control. You are far above moving. You can wait, see everything around below, and then you can move ahead as per your desire of the surti, you can move. So no binding. Then, as in Hindi I had given, that when you come out of the body at the time of death, we can come to know from the signs of the body that where that gentleman has gone. You can have complete knowledge. First of all, there is anus. That is Gudasthan. If our soul comes out from anus, from Gudasthan, our soul goes into hell. It moves towards hell. That one has to go into Narak Yoni. And if from penis, that's Nadi aperture, you attain a birth in water like a fish. One goes into water to have his birth over there. So he becomes a part of water dwellers. And then comes your mouth. Then you take birth as a insect of rice, out, pulses, etc. Those small insects in our eatables are the outcome of our mouth. The mouth remains in the open state in the same way when a person comes out from anus, then the whole dirt, rubbish comes out of the body. In the same way, when somebody goes from the penis and then urine comes out of the body, and when somebody goes from the mouth remains open, and you can well visualize that where our ancestor or the person who departed has gone. Then comes your eyes. That takes fly and mosquito. A person who comes out of our eyes takes the birth of fly or mosquito-like insects. Then comes our ears, very dangerous. Then a person becomes a ghost. If our soul comes out of our ears, that person becomes a ghost in different forms. Very, very long life. Same is the case those who go in the hell, they have very long period to spend over there. So don't do anything bad in the world. You have to suffer for the wrong deeds. Because anything done wrong cannot be mended. You have to be punished for that. Nobody can save you. You may pray as much as you, because whatsoever is gone written cannot be averted. So try to save yourself from your actions. Always talk less. Always talk less, little less, listen less, and have calm and composed atmosphere to live in. Don't have too much association. That will spoil your surti. Your surti concentration will be spoiled. So be vigilant. And when you come out of the nose, that is breath, Dua, breath aperture, you become an animal who lays eggs. So you have to become egg laying animal family. So that family will be given to you. Birds and certain animals who lay egg on the earth also. So be careful, and if somebody goes from Dasam Dwar, he goes to heaven, and when he comes back on the earth, he becomes Prime Minister, President, Home Minister. Definite, it is the sure and short. So who attains such a high position in the life is very much true that he remained a religious person to the extremest level. He did bhakti in his inner self. He remained in apertures, plexus, and did a lot in his life. So one has to reap the fruit of the labor. So one who undergoes such like devotion and dedication, he becomes king on the planet. If somebody goes from the 11th aperture, 11th Dwar, then he goes to Satlok, Amarlok. He attains permanent nirvana. That person has not to see birth after that. Puran, that is complete nirvana, is achieved in his life. The work is done, and this work is done with due association of Satguru, Satpurush. Himself resides in Satguru. This alive holy name is nothing else but Satpurush. It is very, very important. A person on the planet who attains this is always the one. As Kabir Sahib came, he got interested with this alive holy name by Satpurush. I came from Satlok. While going from this earth to Satlok, and rare of the rarest come back on the planet back, otherwise they stay over there. Rarest of the rarest. Miraji went, she couldn't come back. Ravidas ji went, he couldn't come back. Baba Nanak went, couldn't come back. And once Kabir Sahib left this earth, he hasn't come back. So this Venam goes and comes back. See this all. Kabir Sahib had got one alive holy name, and I have received two. Kabir Sahib had attained Saranam, I obtained Sarnam and Suratnam. He had attained Suratnam, so I attained Sarnam and Suratnam. He was given Suratinam, and I have been provided with two, Suratinam and Saranam. That's why the name has been put as Venam, which includes both. If any disciple is provided this, infused this, I give both of them with the gap of some time. I give both to my sadhaks, my disciples. So, this all is when you surrender before true and real Sadguru. Complete surrender is very important. Even Sant leads a life of surrender. He goes everywhere. That is why I have seen Guruvas. I got words from Guruvas, and then from ultimately the topmost personality, and ultimately got the alive holy name from Satpurush himself. So, this all has been provided to me by Satpurush. I am not giving any word of any gurus to anybody. My word is not to be found in any book, in any scripture. It is with me and it is with Satpurush. So that is why I say there is no other religion equivalent to that of truth. I am pure truth, pure love, pure Anand, full of trust and faith, and always remain in peace, doing work for the humanity on this planet. I work day and night for the humanity of this planet. Working. I am not sitting idle. Even for a minute, I don't gossip with anybody. I work like a machine without any stoppage as a true disciple of my Satguru and true representative of Satpurush. One should be true to Satguru and one should be true to Satpurush. And you can worship God or Satpurush when you have seen. Otherwise, what is the use of worshipping one who has not been seen by you? It goes as a waste. It doesn't bear anything. When you have not seen God and you are worshipping Him, it is pure ego. That means you don't want to go before, and that is why you start fighting easily. One who worships God directly, he is full of ego. He will at once become angry without any rhyme or reason, because he is considering himself in touch with God. So God never meets anybody without Satguru or Guru. If you want to meet God, you have to submit yourself before Satguru, not God directly. He will not accept you and you will not be accepted. Take it for granted. And you will never be in a position to attain permanent salvation. Those who try to do everything directly, they can't attain permanent salvation. They will remain forever in these three loks. In every inhalation and exhalation, at the time of formation and destruction, they have to bear the burden of each and every thing on this planet. They have to see destruction, they have to see construction. So both ways they have to be alert. Your inner gate of conscious gets open only after getting blessed with the bodiless name. Inner gate will never open. Your apertures can be opened, but inner gate can't be opened. Inner gate opens when ear gate is opened in 10th chakra. When 10th chakra of ear is opened by your concentration, then and then you see Satguru with you, and he will open the gate to take you to Alamat Aparcha. You can't open the gate of Alamat Aparcha himself. Without Satguru and Satpurush, that gate can't be opened. My gate was opened by Satpurush himself. When your Satguru is not perfect up to the level of Satpurush, then Satguru, you must be true. The question arises, you must be true. So, what harm is there to submit yourself before Satguru? The moment you submit yourself, Satpurush is watching each and every activity. He will take care of you himself. He will take you with him to Amarlok. You have not to worry. So you preach truth, but truth can't be attained without the elimination of mind and Maya. The moment mind and Maya will be eliminated from your inner gate, truth will enter, love will enter, joy will enter, and peace will prevail. When these four gradients will prevail, only then and then you can have true faith and trust. Here I am sitting before you who has got full faith and trust. He knows everyone fully well. What one possesses and what one not. Whatsoever I say is truth. Whatsoever I think is truth. Whatsoever I do for the masses is love. And what I feel at the time of doing this all is joy. And when I am in joy, I am full of peace. So what is the need of meeting the masses? What is the need of talking those rubbish things which carry no meaning, which have no weightage, which have got no importance? So, all truth being preached in this cosmos, this will conduce to the good of humanity. A true person, when comes out with the truth, then that truth does the work for the humanity at large, provided they have been blessed with alive holiness. I can elevate the souls of those who have been entrusted with, infused with this alive holy name. If they are blessed with this alive holy name, I can change their whole lifestyle. I can make them true human beings on this planet. And you see, my sadhaks have been totally, I should say, if not 100%, but 95%, they are changed. They are truth, they are love, they live in joy, they are in peace. Though I am not talking to them during this very period, they are also performing their duty at their own level, and I am performing my duty at my own level. So, alive holy name is the essence of all truth. It is the embodiment of all truth. The whole other truths get submerged into that very truth. There is nothing higher than this bodiless name. No body on this planet possesses this alive holy name, in which Satpurush himself resides. My Satpurush is very kind, and that's why I say saints are not made, but they are born as it is. The same thing has happened with me. No, at this very moment I do realize, though I have been cheated throughout my life, let them. What to me? I remain the same. If you get cheated, no problem. But you don't cheat anybody. That is the biggest thing. If somebody has put you at a loss, no problem. You don't put anybody at a loss. If somebody has abused you, no matter, but you don't abuse anybody. If somebody has slapped on your face, no matter, you don't slap on his face. You have to change yourself. Don't change others. So one who possesses my alive holy name, he gets changed day by day. See the case, a person who is drowning. This happened with me. I may mention my case. When I was a child, living in this company bar camp, my elder brother and his two friends went to this river for swimming. A little bit of swimming they were aware of. But I was a new entrant in that very field. They took me on there. One of them was a quite healthy, strong man. He took me and made me to sit on some stone inside water. But they forgot me. They went up the river near the bridge, and I was far below. Even they came back home and they were not aware of me. When it was going dark, I put myself in water. What to do? I saw I too can do the same thing. I never cried for help. There were other students on the bank. They were playing with the sand. They were playing on the sand over there. But when I was drowning, a person sitting on the bank of the river cried, "Oh, please run, save this boy, he's drowning." They made me to come out of water. They put me on the sand for some time because I was not in my senses. I was almost going. So, I am mentioning a drowning man has intense, perpetual zeal to get liberated from the prevailing situation. He tries his level best, but without the knowledge of swimming, how can you come out? He tries his best to come out of this dreadful scene. Then nature comes to one's rescue. Nature plays its part. So at that time, that person who was sitting on the bank, perhaps he was meditating or whatsoever he was doing, he was sitting there. And he cried out for my help. That nature came to my rescue to save. So when you struggle this much for coming out of the water, your curiosity increases to that very extent. At that time, you can realize the importance of alive holiness. Without having that type of situation in your life, you can't realize the value of alive holiness. Until you realize the value of permanent salvation, who can you attain this? And who can you will have a faith or trust on that? Because you have not seen that very situation. See, during this 19 COVID-19 pandemic period, see the laborers, they in heat, in sun, in cold, in all circumstances were walking on foot with luggages towards their home. And not only this, see the condition of a person who works in heat, in cold, in rain and shower for petty 400 rupees a day, because it is your stomach which makes you, or your liabilities which make you to do such like work. When you are in comfortable position, when you are in ease, who will you realize the importance of alive holy name of mind? Unless and until you are put in that very situation, you can't be interested with this alive holy name. And you can't make any progress without that. I may say, may go on saying, but it will not affect you. As I mentioned you the incident, I underwent that very incident. I realized that I was almost dead. And from that very death position, I was saved. And I do realize the importance. So many incidents happened in my life to make me realize the importance of this life. All devatas, they cry for this body, and we are spoiling ourselves in this body. They are crying, but at the same time, when they see and visualize the life led by human beings on this planet, they say, what is the use? What is the utility of having this body? We too will do the same thing as they are doing. Unless and until you bear the burden for having that, till then you can't be a disciple. I remain in search of this all. That is why I went to Gurvas, then Nirankar itself, and finally to Sadguru, and ultimately to Amarlok, and from Amarlok this alive holy. I know the importance of this alive holy. When you are leading a comfortable life, even mediocres are least worried about this alive. And not to talk of those who are rich enough. They say money is the main criterion. If money is with us, why we should run after this gentleman for nothing and go before him? We are moving the beads, we are chanting from our mouth, we are putting malas, these garlands to the God. What else is needed? But for we should accept this gentleman for nothing, who has now not any status in the society, who has not done anything very valuable on this planet, and he has become Sadhguru. Okay, no problem. I had to become what I had to and what I have. But they want money. Money is the main criterion. So unless and until you will have intense desire, intense wish well within you, till then you won't bow. And without bowing and submitting yourself before true and real, you can't get this alive. And now I am very strict. I am not giving it easily to anybody. I am preaching, but I am not giving easily. I will first make him to realize the importance of alive holy name. Then and then I will give. Otherwise, what is the utility of giving this alive holy name to you? So, when you are put in such a problem from where only a Sadguru can save you, you will become his disciple. Otherwise, you are not ready. Those who became, they are not true. Not to talk of those who will become. So I have no interest. I am simply performing my duty, writing a lot. I want to give something to this universe. Even if I'll depart, I will live enough for this society to read and study that very literature. So my friends, I am very, very tired from the situation this world is going on. But you have to see within yourself the reason for this all. If any epidemic, any calamity comes, it comes because of our own deeds. It comes because of our own actions. It comes because of our own thoughts. When everything is on the verge of collapse, then such like things crop up in the world. Everybody has become greedy, one way or the other. Some has a lust of power, some has lust of money, and some has lust of deluding the masses. So there is lust and lust. Nobody is true to anybody under such like circumstances. Saints also come to let go all these worries. But so long the humanity at large don't change, these epidemics do pose a problem, not only problem, a lot of problem to the society at large. So this is what I have to say to you all. So with all these words, I am going to stop it here. But again, I'll come before you with the same topic, how to attain permanent salvation on this planet, how to ignite Surti for permanent salvation. So we'll continue this topic later on also. तो प्यारे सत्संग जी प्यार से कहिए सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सत बोल सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज।